Good evening, everyone. It's wine o'clock here at the Wineman's. Tonight's wine, it's from Portugal, Adega de Pegoes. This is their Touriga Nacional. It's a beautiful wine. I'm going to taste it in this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Pegoes. I'm going to tell you a bit more about Touriga Nacional, what this wine will go with. So let's start with Adega de Pegoes. So these guys are a cooperative in Portugal, in the Pegoes area, and they have access to over 140 growers who come together and provide them with about 1,100 hectolitres of wine a year. They've also got 1,600 wine barrels because they want to keep a lot of their wine in oak to allow it to mature and soften and settle down. That's a huge amount of wine, of equipment, and not to include their stainless steel casks that they've got. So there's quite an awful lot of things going on here. So let's have a look and find my corkscrew that I haven't got. How great is that? Here it is. I've recovered said corkscrew, which was eluding me. We're going to taste this now and see what we have here. So quite a few people obviously go to Portugal on holiday, but not so many people know much about their wines. So they have some great varieties there. I mean, Touriga Nacional is one of these great varieties. Also things like Trincadeira as well, which is a very well-known varietal if you live in Portugal. But they also specialise in things like Syrah as well, some of the more international great varieties. So let's have a look at this. This one is 100% Touriga Nacional, which is regarded by many as the indigenous varietal to Portugal. Let's have a look at this colour on here. So it's very ruby red, as you can see, quite dark as well. It's going to be interesting to see. So you've got lots and lots of black cherry, lots of spice as well, and I think it's going to be pretty high in alcohol, if I remember. Yeah, 14.5%. I mean, this is going to be a big wine. You get a hint of oak as well. Now, it's not a huge amount of time because it's about 6 months in oak cask. Then it's allowed to mature in the bottle thereafter. But you really get that intense aroma that kicks through. Wow. Okay. You can tell by how I'm talking, intense tannins. Will need decanting to get the best out of it. They're quite dry tannins, and that's why it's going to be really good with something like the dish I'm cooking tonight, which is Jamie Oliver's steak and Guinness pie. I think this would go fabulously with that because it needs some rich, robust meat and also the tomato sort of style in the sauce, and the herbs will really come through and help the actual taste and flavour of this wine. I'm going to leave this open for the rest of the evening, and we're just going to see how it develops. But on first taste, yeah, the tannins are there. They are quite dry. Then they dissipate and they turn into more softer, rounded fruit. The cherries are certainly there, and the oak characteristic is there. But if you are one of these people who say, I don't like that of red wines where it's really dry in the mouth, this isn't for you. If you are a person who likes that sort of thing, who likes the robustness and the intensity of fruit characteristic that comes from a really beautifully balanced tannic wine, this is the one for you. So the great thing is with it, it's not too heavy, it's not too full-bodied, even though it is a full-bodied wine. But it's got the lovely fruit characteristic that comes through. So I'm going to recommend this, but make sure you either decant it or you have it with some rich food. Cheers for now. Bye. Can't stop the video.